You grab your keys, grab your jacket, and head out the front door for your normal 9 to 5 workday. To you, it is just another standard Tuesday. You figure your dog is going to curl up on the couch, stretch out, and sleep peacefully until you walk back through that door 8 hours later. But what actually happens inside your dog's brain the exact second that front door clicks shut? The reality is that your dog does not experience your absence the way you think they do. Their brain does not see your quick trip to the office or the grocery store as a brief, planned break. Instead, the moment you walk out that door, a complex chain reaction of chemical shifts, evolutionary instincts, and sensory decay triggers inside their mind. To understand what your dog goes through, you first have to throw out everything you know about how humans measure time. Humans rely on clocks, schedules, and linear thinking. We know that an 8-hour workday consists of 480 individual minutes, but your dog's brain does not count minutes. Instead, canine cognitive research reveals that dogs measure time through scent decay. Imagine walking into a room that is filled with the rich, warm smell of your favorite meal. Over the next few hours, that smell slowly begins to fade away. To a dog, your presence in the home is a physical smell that fills the entire living space. When you step outside, you stop creating new scent molecules inside the house. As the hours pass, your scent slowly breaks down and loses its strength. Your dog's highly sensitive olfactory bulb tracks this fade. As your scent becomes weaker and weaker, their brain registers that more time has passed since you left. Your absence is literally measured by how much of you is left in the air. This is where the evolutionary neurology kicks in, and it creates a sharp rise in psychological stress. Dogs are pack animals whose survival has depended on group unity for thousands of years. In the wild, being isolated from the pack is a life-threatening event. So, when your scent starts to fade below a certain threshold, the brain's alarm system, the amygdala, fires up. It signals to the body that the individual is now alone and vulnerable. For a typical office worker's dog, the first 30 to 60 minutes after you leave often trigger a spike in cortisol, which is the primary stress hormone. This is why you might notice your dog pacing near the entry doorway or staring intently at the door handle right after you leave. Their brain is attempting to process a sudden shift from total pack security to absolute isolation. Consider a typical scenario with an office worker named Mark and his golden retriever, Max. Mark leaves every morning at 8. For the first few weeks, Mark comes home to torn up sofa cushions or chew marks near the doorframe. Mark assumes Max is being spiteful or acting out because he is bored. But when animal behaviorists put dogs like Max through functional brain imaging, the scans show something completely different. The area of the brain associated with spite is non-existent in dogs. What showed up on those scans was high activity in the neural circuits tied to panic and separation stress. Max was not seeking revenge. His brain was caught in an instinctual stress loop, trying to chew through barriers to find the source of his missing pack. Here is an unexpected fact that most dog owners never realize. Your dog's brain processes your voice and your physical smell using the exact same reward centers that respond to food and affection. When neuroscientists scanned canine brains while exposing them to different smells, the reward center lit up significantly brighter for the scent of their primary human than for any other scent, including high-value treats or unfamiliar dogs. So when you leave, your dog is not just missing a companion, their brain is suddenly cut off from its primary source of dopamine. As the afternoon progresses and your scent fades to a whisper, the brain reaches a plateau of waiting. If a dog has a healthy attachment to their owner, their nervous system eventually settles, and they drift off to sleep to conserve energy until the pack reassembles. But if an owner regularly makes critical mistakes before leaving, that nervous system stays stuck in high alert. The most common mistake owners make is creating a grand, dramatic exit. You pet your dog, talk in a high-pitched, comforting voice, give them extra hugs, and apologize for leaving. While this makes you feel better, it actually acts as a massive trigger for your dog. It signals to their brain that something abnormal and dangerous is about to happen. You are elevating their arousal levels right before dropping them into total isolation, making the subsequent chemical drop in dopamine far more intense. Think about this for a second. What if the key to a calm dog while you are away has nothing to do with what you do while you are gone, but everything to do with how you act 5 minutes before you walk out? When you return home, your dog's brain undergoes an almost instantaneous chemical transformation. The moment they smell your fresh scent at the door, their brain experiences a massive surge of oxytocin, the bonding hormone, alongside a rapid drop in cortisol. The sudden burst of frantic energy, whining and tail wagging is not just happiness, it is an emotional release mechanism discharging the built-up tension their nervous system carried while waiting for the pack to be whole again. To help your dog navigate your absence with absolute psychological security, you need to change how their brain contextualizes your departure. First, remove the dramatic farewells. Practice leaving the house in complete calm. Put on your coat, grab your keys, and sit on the couch for 5 minutes instead of immediately walking out. This breaks the associative trigger in their brain that links those items with impending isolation. Give your owner-scented presence a boost while you are away. Leave a soft sweater or blanket that you slept in directly in their bed. Because their brain tracks time through scent decay, having a fresh, concentrated source of your personal scent slows down that sensory decline, helping their brain feel anchored to your security for much longer. The simple shift you can make starting today is to implement a strict 10-minute calm rule. When you leave, ignore your dog for 5 minutes prior. When you return home, wait until your dog has all 4 paws on the floor and a quiet mind before offering gentle, grounded affection. The ultimate truth is that your dog does not judge your absence by the hours on a clock, but by the trust you build in your return. When you structure your departures with calm consistency, you teach their brain that isolation is not a threat but simply a peaceful pause before the pack comes back together. When you master the art of leaving calmly, your dog learns to relax the moment the door shuts. But what happens when your dog starts displaying strange, hyper-fixated behaviors while you are right there in the room with them, like staring endlessly at blank walls or tracking invisible spots in the air?